Hey, thanks for joining the Playbook Live. It's JP Moery with my colleague Kerry Doyle.
Hello.
Kerry's live on the interwebs right now. We've all been talking about this time.
Yep, really exciting day. Good.
Very exciting. Hey, I want to tell you about Kerry real quick. She's really a success story in our company. Actually joined us in 2013 and really started part-time. What were you doing then?
I dabbled a little bit in Salesforce, but most of the focus was on helping you with scheduling and things like that. Just being an extra support person.
And now Kerry is in charge of all of our Salesforce implementation. So not only do we use this for all of our clients, we're also using it for all of our content marketing. And we are now even advising. You have a couple of clients that you're advising on Salesforce implementation.
Correct.
Let's talk about how Salesforce and the utilization of it has changed our company.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's changed enormously since when I first got here in 2013.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I mean, we put all of our stuff into Salesforce and rely on it wholeheartedly. If it's not in there, doesn't exist, and we try and implement that idea with every approach with our client work, with all our sales and things like that.
Yeah,
as well.
We've got the golden rule. If it's not in Salesforce, it didn't happen.
Right.
And so now we put every interaction we have on behalf of a client and with their prospects, that's in Salesforce.
Everything's in Salesforce.
And also, but it's also, talk about how it's changed our company and how we do things.
Right. So we've actually learned a lot from our utilization of Salesforce in how we're communicating with people, what types of content we're providing people, actually shortening and tightening up our sales process itself. So we're kind of able to use all this data and things we've been learning through our use of Salesforce for our own company and kind of hone our skills and our strategies for others as well.
Yeah, so let's get down to brass tacks a little bit on that implementation. So how has it affected sales cycles, number of contacts to close? Because when you implement Salesforce and you put everything in there, that's the intelligence you start to pull from it.
Right. So we start with these marketing communications reaching, hundreds to thousands of people at the same time. From those from those reports, we can tell who's been engaging, who's been not been engaging, and that can really cut into our sales time, our sales process, and our resources. So what we can do is we can get to the right people faster.
Right, we can cover more ground.
Yeah. Absolutely, and we can get more people into our pipeline. So it's really kind of cut some of the fat out.
Or unnecessary busy work.
Right, unnecessary busy work.
So this was the paradigm shift. When we went this route, I went from the place of cold calls, beating your head up against the wall, sales. And this kind of follows up from what Mike said a couple weeks ago on our live video then. And now that's taken our sales cycle, we believe, from low double digits, 12 to 13 on Moery Company sales to less. What did you say today?
It was like
7. So it's that ability has cut all of our activities down to about half in how long it takes us to close a deal.
Right.
And the more velocity you have, this is what business is all about, faster, quicker.
Right, and we're able to keep them engaged for longer periods of time, so they don't kind of fall off our radar if they're not ready at that point. So it's really important.
And I will say this: hey, we're big fans of Salesforce, but there are other CRMs I think that you could utilize to get this data out. And if your association management system is not putting out this kind of information for you on your sales process, you're the perfect candidate to use Salesforce.
Right.
So let's convert. So we have Salesforce. That is our database, if you will. And now we're utilizing Pardot, which is an automated email marketing system that's within Salesforce.
Right.
Tell us how we're using that. Tell them how we're using
So
that.
Pardot is just an additional integration that we use with Salesforce in order for us to kind of push out most of our marketing communications. That gives us a more advanced look at our prospects' interactions based on their opening or clicking our things. So that's been really, really helpful with reaching even more people at the same time.
And understanding what content the prospects like about the association.
Right. There's a lot we can learn from Pardot just by looking at each individual reports. We can see exactly what link that they're looking at, so that can inform our next phone call and outreach with them.
And every time someone clicks onto one of our email campaigns for our association clients, our sales team gets a notice that happened.
Right. Pardot's really good for allowing quick response time. It can alert you right away.
Yeah.
So, if someone's on your website right now and fully engaging with your content, hey, that's the perfect time to pick up the phone and give them a call. Those
are the people that you talk to.
Right.
Not the CEO in Dubuque that you have no idea if they're interested in what you're doing.
Right.
So it's been a game. This has revolutionized our business.
Right.
If you had maybe, since you've been doing so much now in email marketing and content marketing, what are maybe one or two tips you would give to our associations about whether you use it in Pardot or MailChimp or Informs or Constant Contact? What would you tell them?
Right. Well, I think one of my main tips is to know your audience, know who you're messaging, and cater that messaging towards those people. If you're kind of just throwing this information out there to this big group of people, you're just shooting blind, and you don't know what they want. It's not going to be beneficial because you want them to come back to you. You want them to reach back out to you. You want to kind of close that information gap. So that would be one of my very first things. My second thing is to make sure that you have, simply good list. Just
good.
Get a good list.
Oh, yeah, get a good list.
Don't give me all these
buy
information emails. Those aren't real people. They're just going to be going to spam, and you have this list of thousands of people, and it's not really thousands of people. So, the right contact, the right information.
And then the final one, I know that, can I take?
Yeah, you go. Yeah.
Okay, so and the final one is your emails are too long.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, you want to shorten it up because what we're seeing, like more than half of the people are on mobile. So it has to be very brief and to the point.
Right. I mean, especially when you're thinking about these emails, when you're thinking about these subject lines, imagine yourself opening them on your mobile phone. Imagine yourself walking down the street, flipping through your phone, and be like, oh, what sticks out to me? This one. Okay. I mean, if it's not something that's interesting, you're not going to open it. They're never going to see it. So think brief, think clear, think concise. No one has time to sit there and read.
And a great subject line.
Great subject line.
So, association membership info, not a great subject line.
Too broad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's narrow it down, make it compelling.
Right.
Anybody you want to say hi to in this worldwide audience? This international audience?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, just, all of my admirers. Thank you for helping me get here today.
Right. This has been the best one yet. So we're going for an all-time record of views on our staff Q&A. You have to beat Jordan and you have to beat Mike.
I will.
And I'm going to be behind you on this.
No
Hey,
problem.
thanks for watching the Playbook today. On behalf of Kerry Doyle, I'm JP Moery. See you later.